how much of an honor it is to be the sheriff of Cullman County. It's just an honor and a privilege that I can't express in words. But first and foremost, I want to give all the glory to my Lord and Savior, because without Him, we would not. None of this would be able to be accomplished. Because of Him, we're able to do the things that we do. And I've got to give thanks to somebody else. I'll hit 19 years in law enforcement this year, and that's my wife and my family. I always aggravate everybody, and I say I'm married to the meanest woman in Cullman County. But you know, it's not easy being married to a law enforcement officer, and the law enforcement officers in the room, their wives, they can tell you that it's not easy. And then much less you add politics into the mix. And I just want my wife and them to know how much I love her and how much I appreciate her for always supporting me. And next, she'll probably kill me after this, but you know. But next, my family and my friends that make all this happen, and that's everybody in this room, because without you, this wouldn't happen. But you know, 4 years ago, when we started running for the office of sheriff, we had a mission and a vision. And that mission was, and this is something that we believe with all our heart, is that we wanted to return the office of sheriff back to the people. And that's something that I believe with all my heart. And over the last 3 years, we have done that with our community events, going out, being with the senior citizen groups out in the county, our Citizens Academy, our rodeo. We have our very first Sheriff's Office Youth Leadership, where we're taking kids from the schools and doing leadership programs through the Sheriff's Office with them. We're doing church security meetings now. We're doing firearm safety. We've taken over 500 people to the range in the last 3 years to teach them how to use their firearms safely and to do it in a manner that they feel comfortable. One of the things I talk to the ladies, they say, now listen, I don't need my husband to go because I might get a little wild and shoot him next to me. And I said, I understand. But we had that mission, and that's a mission that we believe in. That's a mission that we go out every day with every deputy to return the office of sheriff back to the people, because the office doesn't belong to me. It doesn't belong to the deputies. It belongs to our community, and that's what we believe in. We also had a vision of what we wanted to accomplish. We had a vision of setting a new standard in drug enforcement, and that means going out every day, day in and day out, attacking the drug problem in our community from the lowest level to the top level. And we've done that day in and day out. We have more narcotics officers working narcotics today than we've ever had. But we also set a tone with the deputies. We have our deputies that go out every day now, and they're making drug arrests, putting drug offenders in jail, and it's keeping our community safe. Because our community is the most important thing to us in the world. One of the things that we looked at in our vision was we wanted to hold accountability to sex offenders. Sex offenders today, with our deputies and our sex offender compliance officer, go out and they do over 3,000 home visits a year now, where before we were only doing about 300 a year. But our sex offender compliance deputy and the deputies, they take that personal. They go out every day and they go to the door and they make sure that they're at home and they're doing what they're supposed to. One of the things that we noticed after taking office within the first 3 months of doing this, we had arrested 12 that had absconded from being in compliance with the law. And that's very important for us because our children are our most valuable resource that we have. And the protection of our children is the most important thing we have in law enforcement. Our victims in the community, to set a new standard for our victims in the community. We are one of very, very few sheriff's offices that have implemented a victim service deputy. We have a victim service deputy that is committed to the victims in our community, that is committed to day in and day out taking care of the people that are affected the most, and that's the victims. Whether you're the victim of a domestic violence crime or a theft or a burglary, we have someone there that's for you and that wants to take care of you, and that's why we have a victim service deputy, and who does a great job. But you know, like any organization, we're not perfect. You know, there are times that we've not been perfect in trying to accomplish certain things. But I can tell you, you have an organization that no matter if you had a theft or a burglary or a crime that affected our community, each one of us, I feel it in my heart. There are days that I come in and I see things and my heart hurts. There are things that we know we can't control, and when I see that, my heart hurts. But what that does for us as an office, and I'm talking about sheriff's office wide, for every deputy there, it lights a fire in us to keep it from happening again. It lights a fire in us that if you were the victim of a theft or a burglary, guess what? Those investigators are going out every day and they're working on that. They're going out relentlessly every day. If you're going to sell drugs in our community, I have a little saying, and I always like to kid around. I tell people, if you want to sell drugs, you want to do bad things in the community, you're going to be the most well-protected person in Cullman County, because every time we see you, we're going to stop you, we're going to check on you, we're going to show you love. And I told them, I said, somebody asked me, they said, what are y'all doing? I said, we're spreading peace and love. We love you so much, and this is what I tell them. I love you so much, I'm going to give you a place to stay. I'm going to feed you. I'm going to give you clothes, and we're going to take care of you because we want to keep our community safe. One of the things I believe in is our community. I had somebody ask me the other day, they said, are you getting ready to run for sheriff again? They said, what do you like about it the most, running for office? I said, well, what I like about it is the people. We live in the greatest county in the state of Alabama. Yeah. Hands down. We live in the greatest county, and it's because of our people. From the Dallas shootings that we had a couple years ago, it's almost, I cannot describe in words the amount of support that came out and flooded our office with people coming in with their kids, their grandkids, saying, hey deputies, hey sheriff, we love you, we want to take care of you, we're coming bringing food. Everywhere we go, they said, we appreciate you. And you don't get that anywhere. You get that here because we live in the greatest county in the state of Alabama, but it is because of each one of you. And as we get ready to eat together and to fellowship together here in just a minute, one of the things I believe in, if you sit down and you eat and you fellowship together, you learn something about each other. And that's one of the things that we wanted to do today. But I want you to know from the bottom of my heart how much I appreciate you and how much I love you. Because this is our home and this is our community. And I can tell you this, the office of sheriff does not belong to me. It does not belong to the deputies. It belongs to all of us. And because of our community, we have the greatest office in the world, and it's because of each one of you. I ask for your prayers and your support and your vote on June 5th in the primary election. And I thank y'all. God bless.